A retired postal worker in Michigan is paying $340 a month for his prescription medications. His neighbor, same age, same Medicare plan, similar income, pays $12. The difference isn't luck. It isn't a better doctor. It's one form Harold never filed. A form the Social Security Administration could have sent him automatically. They had every piece of information they needed: his income, his age, his Medicare enrollment date. They just didn't send it. Today I'm showing you 5 bills that millions of seniors over 65 are paying every single month that they are legally entitled to have reduced or eliminated entirely. Not because the programs don't exist, they exist. Not because you don't qualify, most of you do. Because nobody at the agency, nobody at the insurance company, and nobody at the billing department is going to pick up the phone and tell you. My name is Ethan Reed. This channel exists because the financial system is counting on you staying quiet. I'm going to make sure you don't. Hit subscribe right now and turn on the bell, because next week I'm covering the Medicare trap that's quietly costing retirees hundreds of dollars a year in premiums. They are legally allowed to appeal. That's next week. Right now, 5 bills. Stay with me through all 5, because Bill 4 is the one that surprises people the most. It covers something you pay every single month and never think to question. That one's coming up. But first, the bill Harold is still paying that he hasn't had to pay since he turned 65. That's next. Bill number 1, prescription drug costs. If you are on Medicare and you pay more than a few dollars a month for your medications, I need you to hear this carefully. There is a federal program called Extra Help, also known as the Low Income Subsidy, that eliminates or dramatically reduces what Medicare Part D makes you pay for prescription drugs. We are talking about bringing a monthly drug bill from hundreds of dollars down to a few dollars per prescription. In some cases, to zero. The Social Security Administration administers this program. They know your income, they know your age, they know your Medicare enrollment status, and every year, an estimated $14 billion in extra help benefits go unclaimed, because the people who qualify simply don't know the program exists. Harold qualifies. He qualified the year he turned 65. He is 71 now. 6 years of overpaying for medications he takes every single month to stay alive. Here is the part that should make you angry. The SSA has automatic enrollment for some of the lowest income seniors, but millions of people sit just above that automatic threshold, and they get nothing. No letter, no phone call, no flag on their account, just the full bill every month forever, until someone tells them, here's what you do. Go to ssa.gov and search Extra Help, or call 1-800-MEDICARE. The application takes about 30 minutes. Income limits are higher than most people expect, up to about $22,000 for a single person in 2026. And if you qualify, the benefit is retroactive to the start of the current plan year. That is Bill 1. Bill 2 has a deadline, and most people miss it by exactly 1 year. That's next. Bill number 2, your Medicare Part B premium. Most seniors assume their Medicare premium is fixed. It is not. And for millions of retirees, it is higher than it legally needs to be because of something called IRMAA, Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Here is how IRMAA works. Medicare looks at your tax return from 2 years ago to set your current premium. So your 2026 premium is based on your 2024 income. If your income was high in 2024, maybe you were still working, maybe you sold a home, maybe you took a large IRA withdrawal, Medicare adds a surcharge on top of your standard premium. That surcharge can be hundreds of dollars a month. Now, here is what almost nobody knows. If your income has dropped significantly since that tax return, because you retired, because a spouse passed away, because you stopped working, you can appeal that surcharge. The appeal is called a life-changing event appeal, and it is a standard Medicare process that exists specifically for this situation. You file a form called SSA 44. You document the life-changing event. Medicare recalculates your premium based on your current income instead of the 2-year-old return. And in most cases, the surcharge disappears. I have seen seniors save $200, $300, even $400 a month doing this on a premium they assumed was just the number Medicare decided on. The deadline matters here. You can file the appeal at any time, but the sooner you file, the sooner the lower premium kicks in. Every month you wait is another month you pay the higher amount. If your income dropped in the last 2 years for any reason, retirement, death of a spouse, divorce, loss of income-producing property, call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 and ask specifically about a life-changing event IRMAA appeal. That's it. One call. If this video is saving you money, hit subscribe right now. Next week, I'm going deeper on Medicare traps that are quietly draining retiree budgets. Don't miss it. Bill 3 is next, and this one comes from a completely different direction than you'd expect. Bill number 3, your utility bill. There is a federal program called LIHEAP, the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. It is funded by the federal government and administered by your state, and it helps qualifying households pay for heating, cooling, and energy crisis situations. The average benefit ranges from $500 to $1,000 a year, depending on your state. Some states pay more, and the income limits are not as low as you think. In many states, a single senior with an income up to $25,000 or $30,000 qualifies for assistance. The problem is not eligibility. The problem is awareness. Most seniors who qualify for LIHEAP have never heard the word in their life. The utility company is not going to tell you about it. They get paid whether you know or not. The landlord is not going to mention it. The billing department is certainly not going to bring it up. To apply, go to benefits.gov and search LIHEAP, or call your state's energy assistance office. Applications open at different times of year depending on your state. Heating assistance typically opens in the fall, cooling assistance in the spring. Missing the application window means waiting a full year. Bill number 4, and this is the one I told you about at the start, the one most people laugh at until they do the math, your phone bill and your internet bill. There is a federal program called Lifeline that provides a discount of $9.25 a month on phone or internet service for qualifying low-income households. That is $111 a year. Over 10 years, $1,110 on a bill you were going to pay anyway. Some carriers participating in Lifeline offer free smartphones to qualifying seniors. And in many states, there are additional state-level discounts stacked on top of the federal benefit. To apply, go to lifelinesupport.org. Income limits are based on federal poverty guidelines. If you receive Medicaid, SSI, or extra help, you automatically qualify for Lifeline. One application. Discount applied every month going forward. Most people who qualify have never applied because they assumed it was only for people in serious financial hardship. It is not. It is for people who meet the income threshold, which includes millions of retired seniors living on Social Security. Bill 5 is the one hiding inside your tax return, and it surprises people every time. That's next. Bill number 5. And this one is different from everything else on this list because it is not a program you apply for. It is a tax trap that is quietly taking money from your Social Security check, and there are legal ways to reduce it that most retirees never use. Here is the trap. Up to 85% of your Social Security benefit can be subject to federal income tax, not your pension, not your 401k. Your Social Security, the benefit you paid into your entire working life. Whether it gets taxed depends on something called combined income. That is your adjusted gross income plus non-taxable interest plus half of your Social Security benefit. If that number is above $25,000 as a single filer or $32,000 as a married couple, part of your benefit is taxed. Above $34,000 single or $44,000 married, up to 85% is taxed. Most retirees hit those thresholds without realizing it. A modest pension, a small IRA withdrawal, a little investment income, and suddenly 85 cents of every Social Security dollar is on the table for the IRS. Now, here is what nobody tells you. There are legal strategies to reduce that combined income number and bring the taxable portion of your Social Security down significantly. The most powerful one is income timing. If you are taking IRA withdrawals, the size and timing of those withdrawals directly affects how much of your Social Security gets taxed. Pulling too much in a single year pushes you into the 85% bracket. Spreading withdrawals strategically can keep you in a lower bracket. The second strategy is Roth conversions. Converting traditional IRA money to a Roth, especially in lower income years early in retirement, reduces future required minimum distributions. Smaller RMDs mean lower combined income. Lower combined income means less of your Social Security gets taxed. These are not loopholes. They are legal tax planning strategies that a good tax professional can walk you through. The problem is that most retirees never have that conversation because nobody brings it up. Harold was paying $340 a month for prescriptions, overpaying his Medicare premium, and getting taxed on 85% of his Social Security all at the same time. None of it was illegal. All of it was avoidable. And not one institution that had his information on file ever picked up the phone. That is 5 bills. Here is what to do next. That's coming right now. Here is your action list. 5 bills, 5 calls or searches. Do these before the end of the week. First, go to ssa.gov and search extra help or call 1-800-MEDICARE and ask whether you qualify for the low income subsidy on your prescription drugs. Income limits are higher than you expect. The application takes 30 minutes. Second, if your income dropped in the last 2 years for any reason, call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 and ask about a life-changing event IRMAA appeal. Ask them to pull your current premium and compare it to what it would be at your current income. Do this call this week. Every month you wait is money you don't get back. Third, go to benefits.gov and search LIHEAP. Find your state's energy assistance program. Check the application window. If it's open, apply today. Fourth, go to lifelinesupport.org and check whether you qualify for the Lifeline phone and internet discount. If you receive Medicaid, SSI, or extra help, you already qualify. One application. Done. Fifth, if you are taking IRA withdrawals, ask your tax professional specifically about combined income and Social Security taxation. Ask them to run the numbers on your current withdrawal strategy. Ask whether Roth conversions make sense in your situation. If they have never raised this with you, raise it yourself. None of these calls requires an attorney. None requires a financial advisor. Every single one requires only a phone and the willingness to ask a question. Harold found out about extra help 8 months ago. His prescription bill went from $340 a month to $11. In the first year alone, that is nearly $4,000 back in his pocket. The program existed the entire time. His information was in the system the entire time. Nobody called. That is not an accident. That is the system working exactly as designed, collecting from the people who never ask for as long as they keep not asking. The only thing that changes it is the question. If you know a senior who is still paying full price on any of these 5 bills, share this video with them before you close it. Not later, right now, because the agency is not going to call. And every month that passes is another month of money that didn't have to leave. I'm Ethan Reed. If this video helped you hit the like button right now, it helps this channel reach more retirees who need to hear it. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next week. Next week, I'm going inside the Medicare billing system and showing you the charges that should never have appeared on your statement in the first place. Hospitals and Medicare contractors make billing errors constantly, and the law gives you the right to dispute every single one. I'll show you exactly how. That's next week. I'll see you then.